All right, welcome back to another study session. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date, hit the notification bell if you want a reminder to study, and like if you did your homework. Today was my lesson, so after a long break, finally getting back into it. It was a little bit stressful, but still was able to, I guess, understand a decent amount. Listening is still difficult and needs improving, as well as, I guess, some other things need improving, but that's not here nor there. But what we did do today was kind of finish Unit 18, and then we went back to the third grammar point, just so that way she could teach me and kind of already used it a little, but understood it a little bit more and focused more on it this time around. So let's get into what we actually did today. So to start, we actually didn't do this. We went through the workbook way too far, as per usual. We went through, where is it? Geez, that's 17, 16. So like, no, 19.2, 19.1, 18.1. So we did this listening, and then as you can see, these. We did do this as well. I just forgot to circle. For these, I kind of was trying to make markings for where I was because it was directions. For this, kind of just went through. If I didn't need a circle, then like I kind of circle what I think it probably would be. So like, for example, if it's B, I'm like, okay, it's probably B. I'll circle it, take note. If it's not B, if I think it's maybe something else, then I'll switch it. But everything else, pretty easy. So if you need to go through and listen again, she told me, like, go back through, make sure you're reviewing, not just listening to it once, try to actually understand and listen to everything you heard and why you heard it, things like that. So that was kind of how we started the lesson. Found it really interesting. This is stretch tube or tube stretcher. I forget which one it is, but I think it's just resistance band in English. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of how we started the lesson. Took a lot of the, I guess, time. And then, and this is kind of, I guess, some of the notes. So when we were doing the directions, I guess this is something that I just couldn't hear. Toire no oto o kesu. So I was like, oto kesu? What is oto or oto kesu or nodo kesu? I was just sitting there like, I don't know this word. And she wrote it, and I was like, oh, nodo o kesu. And I know kesu, and I know nodo. So it's like to get rid of sound or to erase sound. To have no sound. And that was the, like one of the listenings was like, press a button in the toilet to make it you not be able to hear. It's like a music note button in the bathroom. All bidets usually have them in Japan, so it's kind of nice. But then there's a difference between kado and kosaten. So kado is this or this. These are kado. even though kado means corner, this is a corner. It doesn't mean corner. So kosaten is an intersection where it actually crosses. So that's kind of new to me, and like the English translation doesn't necessarily work in the same meaning, which is interesting. And then this was something I learned, chushajo. So this is car parking, and churinjo is bicycle parking. And then I kept getting doshite and doyatte switched. So she kind of wrote it out for me. And it's like, this is why, this is because. But yeah. And then this was, then kikatta. So how to listen. No, not listen. I forget what it is. Listen? I don't think so. No. Oh, to wear, that's right. And then I learned shimas and yarimas are the same. Shimas is formal, yarimas casual. You usually only say to friends, but they act the same. So yaru, suru, same kind of like to do definition. It's just yarimasu is used with o. So like geimu o yarimasu. It's the same as game o shimasu. So that was just something I just never knew. Really interesting. But yeah, so that's kind of the notes. As for here, got another story to listen to. I don't want to look too much at it because not good. We basically I read all this. Saidio, new word for me, I think, was ingredients, which was really good. And then a lot of different cooking words. So she basically was like, hey, explain a dish from your country. And so wherever you're watching this, try to explain a dish from your country using this kind of an example. まず、次に、そして、それから、そして、both are the same, both are okay. But yeah, that's kind of what we did. I read all this. She asked me questions, and then asked me to make my own kind of recipe, or explain my own recipe. Then, here, this is kind of how we ended the lesson. So I read everything. She asked me if there was any confusion or questions I had, and I didn't in particularly have anything. So it was kind of okay, for homework, answer this, take notes, write it out, and then send it to her. So that's the homework. And then we went back to kara grammar, or tek kara. So this is also homework. So we did some of these examples, and then it was kind of, hey, you kind of already get this, so just do this for homework, and you'll be good. But yeah, that's kind of where we stopped. So now, I guess, for homework, obviously, we now have this, which we will do probably maybe tomorrow. We have also these two to do. And that'll be it for lesson 18, which will be pretty good. So make sure you're doing your wanikani, doing your journal, Anki as needed. Do your listening. I want to do mine tonight. I need to listen over it one more time. I want to just double check some things before I go to sleep. And then get into it tomorrow again, listening habits. So yeah, other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Deuces.